Welcome back to the news, and boy do we have a story for you today. Due to recent accusations that you may or may not be aware of, President Crumpy has declared May 97th as National Camel Awareness Day. Whether or not this will save his career is up for debate, but word has it that the other members of Connect 3 are fed up. Hi, I'm a pyromancer, but not spelled like that. So anyway, being a human being, I tend to dream sometimes, but not like hopes and aspirations, like my brain doing stuff when I go to sleep. And in my day, I have written down, or wrote down, something like that, a list of dreams. Now, I'm not going to share all of these dreams, mostly because I don't feel like animating them, but I will share 3 of my favorites. Those being The Tour, Game Show, and Megagaskar. One of which is the 8th continent, you decide. So the way this is going to work is I'm going to read off the dream, and then in later editing time, I will roughly animate the dream. And you'll all watch, and you'll all love it, okay? Okay, let's get started. Alright, this is The Tour. This is a dream my brother Nate had. You probably know him from those videos no one watches. So, let's get started. Ben is on tour because he's famous. Enzo is on tour with him for some reason. Without reason, Nate and MG standing for Mystery Girl, go to investigate. They arrive from a different country with luggage to city, state. Nate and MG go through an archway, a metal door, down a very long staircase with no railings, and they finally enter Five Nights at Freddy's indoor theme park, trademarked. To the left there is a Bonnie Bowl concession stand, and to the right there is a big stage, but not like the FNAF stage, like the Hamilton stage without a Hamilton get-up. They enter an arcade, except half of it is slot machines and the other half is all ball dropper. Above the arcade is a swinging obstacle course. Across the room is a 30-foot tall orange slide. At the bottom there's a ball pit to the side of the slide, so when you reach the bottom, you miss the ball pit and land on the gross floor. Ben is about to reach the top of the slide. Nate and MG pursue. Ben and Enzo go down the slide at the same time. The man at the top telling people to go down the slide is a mannequin. Ben and Enzo reach the bottom of the slide. They walk away and Ben says, "We gotta try out that Chica's River Rush." Nate and MG don't follow. Instead, they go to Foxy's Lounge. Nate and MG buy various knickknacks and doodads. They also buy a Fortnite baller. It was $800. Nate and MG eat, then walk over to a back corner, dance, and then the walls open up into a portal. They walk through the portal and they arrive in Chica's Rainbow Run from Five Nights at Freddy's World. The landscape is a giant field with bright green grass and one cloud in the sky. An emperor penguin walks up to them. The penguin puts his flippers together, he opens his arms back up, and a door appears. They go through the door to a series of games. The games are balloon popping, termite squishing, and alien grabbing. Nate and MG both complete balloon pop. MG completes termite squishing, and they both were terrible at alien grab. They both wake back up in the theme park, but now everything is closed for the day. They leave the theme park, but now it's the middle of the day. In the parking lot, there's a big functionless wooden windmill. Ben is sitting on top of it, so Nate asks, "Can I join the tour?" Ben responds by saying, "If Archibald says gracias, then you can join." Nate and MG both realize at the same time they left their luggage inside Freddy's. Nate and MG both go to the entrance, but now a bouncer is standing there. Nate says, "I have class tomorrow. We can ask Stacy to let us in." Nate receives a text, goes to look, and that's the end of the dream. What'd you think? I don't care. We're going to the next dream. This dream is called Game Show. Nate is on an island. Ben is narrating. Nate walks towards a beach and hears a noise behind him. He turns around to see a giant spider. He kills it with a tactical shotgun. He keeps walking and then he sees Jerry. He realizes Jerry is friendly and he walks towards statues. He hears noises behind him and sees Tom. Tom and Jerry are fighting a shark. Nate freezes both of them with a cryo cannon. He turns back to the statues and there are 15 contestants. He jumps on top of the statues and walks to the statue balcony, where there are 2 bars of soap, along with a gold bar engraved with the phrases, "It's me, and I always come back." He then jumps to the other statue balcony with 4 bars of soap. He then punches through all of them. Under the fourth soap is another gold bar, so he hurts his hand. This one is engraved with the phrase, "You can be lucky if you put this in the fourth slot," signed by Springtrap. He tosses it down and everyone immediately knows what it means. Pierre walks over to Penny and feels a hole in their forehead. Nate jumps down and uses tweezers to remove a bag of Coca-Cola from their head. Nate opens it up and Jonathan comes out, who is a raging alcoholic and the surfer. Nate and the contestants walk to a grassy field and there's a fence. They build a tank/battering ram out of Q-tips. They all get on it and charge into battle towards nothing. After it fails, Nate and Dwayne Johnson brainstorm about how to get the gold bar into Penny's head hole. They decide to knock them out with violence, so Nate asks Jonathan if he has any strong alcohol. Jonathan says he has moonshine, Everclear, and wood alcohol. Nate says, "Mix them." Jonathan mixes them and pours 2 shots of it, and Nate gives them to 2 people who weren't Penny. Now they were out of alcohol, so they had to ask the contestants if anyone else had alcohol, and then Tom unfroze. Nobody from Blue's Clues was on the island, and then Tom says, "I have bourbon." They give Penny all of it and they pass out. Everyone charges towards the sea and builds a boat out of Q-tips. They go out to sea, arrive at a different island, kill Music Man, and then they go back to the other island, put a gold bar in Penny's head. They wake up, and then everyone immediately falls asleep. Nate wakes up with $50 million in his bank account. Nate is on a roller coaster watching a Noah Glenn Carter video where he says, "Dwayne The Rock Johnson is outraged after finding out they have wood alcohol." Nate drops his phone off the roller coaster. So that was the end of Game Show. What'd you think? I can't hear you. It doesn't work that way. It's getting really dark. I'm not gonna fix it though. Anyway, it's time for the last dream, Madagascar. This one is kind of like a little movie. A girl named Zara is sitting in her house with her adoptive family, the Zutguts. These people are not her real family. They aren't even human. They just kind of look like it. They all live on a planet far from Earth, Madagascar. Zara and her friend Paul appear to be the only humans on the planet. Paul occasionally sneaks Zara out of the house to go on adventures, but one day Paul sneaks her out and the Zutguts go looking for her. This ends in a shootout between the 2 parties, resulting in the death of 4 Zutguts as well as several innocent bystanders. People start storming the Zutguts' house, and Paul and Zara join in, but after much fighting, Rot Zutgut jumps up behind Paul, attempting to stick a red dot to him. But Paul slashes through the window, and then he jumps through, hits the ground, and lies there. Rot throws the red dot at him, but he misses and it rolls past him. Zara runs over, helps Paul up, and looks at the dot, and says, "What is it?" Paul responds, "It's a blood dot, a parasite that latches onto you and clones itself." He attempts to grab it and stick the blood dot to Zara, but she kicks him back and it attaches to his finger. Paul looks at his hand as the blood dot expands into a copy of him and floats away. The camera zooms out and we get a final narration from Paul. Have you ever been around for when a Disney or DreamWorks movie released? That's pretty exciting for the kids, but even more so for the parents. And the credits roll, and then here are the credits. Well, I guess that wraps up the video. Oh, right, hold on. Look what I've got. This video's not sponsored or anything, I just wanted to show you. I was going to do like a whole, "Oh, I ordered something at the beginning of the video. Let's see if it arrives by the time I'm done." But then I waited too long to make this video, and it's already here. So let's open it up. Ta-da! It is upside down. It's just a map of Hallownest, like the. I can't get this to focus, so I'll just put a picture of it right here. But I wanted one of these. So I hope you enjoyed this video. It's going to take me, or depending on if I'm currently making this, it is taking me a lot of time and effort. So please subscribe or I'll cry. Okay, thanks. Bye.